Hello and welcome back to another Team Card Titan video. My name is Andrew and we're here with Indi, who got top 8 at the Dragon Ball Super Fusion World Oceania Nationals. And what did you play?
So for the event, I played Super Baby 2. I was tossing up between this deck and Android 17. During playtesting, I found Android 17 is in a very rough spot because the black meta is very strong at the moment. So I'm actually happy I ended up playing this deck. I did run a very simple variant as what most people were playing on the day. There was a lot of mid-range Baby 2. There was a lot of Goku GT on the day as well. But I decided just to play the good old reload chain just for full-on aggro for the day, which ended up playing into my favor. So I'll just go straight to the deck profile. Very simple for the people that, obviously most people should know what Reload Chain is right now. Very fast deck. Turn 3 you can pull off 8 attacks. To turn 4 you can just go crazy. So going straight to the deck profile. For the Brainwash engine, it was essentially just the Possessed Boy form. Usually a lot of 4s in this deck. The Sun Goten GT, amazing card. You play this in the mid-range variants as well. Being able to freely bounce 4 costs can just set people so far behind. Arguably one of the best cards in the game right now. Your Trunks GT, being able to fetch back 2 cards for no reason at all. This adds to so much combo power, sets up for your next turn. And the Bowler GT, being able to recycle for extra energy marker, extend plays. Very good turn 2 play if you've got nothing else to play and you just want to take life. Even if you're going second, if you already have the energy marker, you can end up cracking it during your turn 3 combo to remake another energy marker, which will allow you to play another 2 costs or 1 cost and then just keep extending plays through that way. For the machine engine, it's just all the reloads. So 4 costs, 3 costs, 2 costs. Essentially you attack with 1, they level up and change to the other one. You attack with the next form, levels up again, attacks with the next form. Very crazy engine. Searches just to try and make it more consistent, because the best way this deck dies is either you get stuck versing blue, or the deck kills itself for not being able to search its pieces.
Fair enough.
Yeah, typical aggro deck that relies off a combo chain. Like you brick on a combo deck, it's not much you can do. I did play Super Sigma as one of my techs for the day. I think this card's very slept on. Essentially, if you haven't read this card before, when you level up to this guy, while this card's in your discard, you get to bounce a 3 cost. So when you have Trunks and this on the field, being able to bounce a 3 cost and a 4 cost gives you so much tempo. It sets your opponent so far behind, and against like mid-range and slower decks, they just can't recover from, and you just keep beating down for a lot of attacks. So that's for those. And then we got the standard 3 Super Baby 1s and 3 grade 8 babies. They just, being able to play a card and play a 2 cost for free. And this card is really good, especially for the aggro variant, being able to keep drawing a card when you combo into them. Just be able to keep your pressure up. That way you just don't burn out so easily, because being an aggro deck, if you don't see Trunks to be able to fetch 2 cards back, you are going to burn out because of the fact you are swapping into the next chain as you attack. You're burning a lot of cards from hand, but at the same time you're burning out a lot out of your opponent's hand, or they just end up taking too much damage. For my last bit here, I did decide to play Trunks GT for board protection. I'm pretty sure I was the only black player on the day that wasn't playing Glorio, and I'm pretty happy with it. My thing, I thought the amount of arguments I got on the day with this is so funny. The reason why I didn't play Glorio, like I do say Glorio is a very strong card, but to play Glorio going second in the deck that needs to see combo chain and needs to self-awaken, you're pretty much saying to your opponent that you've kind of bricked if you're not playing a combo piece to be able to turbo off your next turn. I just feel like it's such a waste, where if I play Trunks is a self-awakener, so that I can get to the point where I can smash out my combo pieces, and as well as Trunks being able to protect my whole field from being removed while I have the energy marker. I just don't see why you wouldn't play it. I don't want to go above 50 cards either, so that's my other reason why I didn't include Glorio. It ended up just being the cut in the end, and your last 4 cards for your super combo. I had a good time at Nationals. I actually did not expect to do as well as I did. I came in with the mindset of I really just wanted to have fun as well. It was my first Nationals for me to attend to.
Good result for the first Nationals.
Yeah, I usually just travel for regionals and such, so I don't really get time to be able to travel all the time. So I just wanted to have fun, and the matchups I got on the day was insanely crazy as well. Like for a deck this quick, I got paired against 4 Android 17s, which are very slow decks. I ended up killing all 4 Android 17s before they could even play Broly, which was insane. Worst matchup is going to be blue. I did end up losing against 2 blue decks in the end. I beat one, which was still a really hard match. But the issue you're gonna have with blue when you're playing the reload chain is you don't have ways to stop their tempo efficiently, because they have so many cards that you don't want to return back to their hand, and that's like when you're playing a reload chain engine like this aggro deck, you don't have like your only removal is returning cards back into their hand, and it just goes against you so hard. Like you can the only way you can truly win against, especially Deadku, which is I believe the best blue deck right now. You just gotta pray they brick. That's literally all you can do. Pray they brick, or you get so lucky on your aggro they don't see enough counter and you win through that route. But a lot of the times they're gonna mull for the hand they want, and it's just too hard. But yeah, making top 8 at Nationals, I enjoyed it really well. I do not regret playing this deck. For the next event, I probably will end up playing Android 17 just to go back, back to the roots, because I've been playing Android 17 for so long now, and see if I can make a way to be able to verse Black more efficiently. I think Android 17 has a good matchup against most decks in the meta, except for the Black matchup, which is probably going to be the hardest matchup. Especially if there's so many people in Black, it makes it too hard as well. But yeah, that's me for my deck profile. Thanks for watching, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll be bringing a lot more content in the future. I see you.